Hey, yo, what's up, guys? So, we got to talk about the tragic, untimely death of Hulk Hogan that's been trending the past couple days because a lot of people are making reaction videos, good or bad, about his death. He's been a polarizing, divisive character the past 10 years or so, but I'll get into that more in a bit. Anyways, if you were like me growing up in the 90s, Hogan was a shit. He was the guy, he was your childhood. Although I liked other wrestlers like Ultimate Warrior, Demolition, Legion of Boom. Hogan was still that guy at the end of the day. When he got that last burst of energy at the end of the match to defeat his opponent, those were like the best moments of your childhood. Nonetheless, you know, he became divisive mainly due to that. I believe it was in 2013. He had that scandal with Gawker, and there was an leaked audio where he went on a racist tirade, talking about his daughter, who was then at the time dating a black male. So the leaked audio was a private conversation between him and his friend, where he just kept saying the N word, saying that he did not want his daughter dating a black man unless he was 8 foot tall, making $100 million a year or something like that. And then at the end of the clip, he said that he was also a racist. So it is what it is. He had apologized in 2015. I don't know what else he could have done, but he did pay a price for his past actions because in 2017 or 2018, I believe that WWE did remove Hulk Hogan from the Hall of Fame. That was during that whole, climate where everyone was getting canceled. But thankfully in 2022, he did get reinstated back in. But nonetheless, I do understand why certain people have a certain hatred towards Hulk Hogan. I just think the timing is pretty off. The man just died. And this kind of reminds me of the whole Kobe Bryant situation where, after his helicopter crash where he passed away, you had people on TV start bringing up his old sexual assault cases.
Rest in peace, R.I.P. Or does R.I.P. stand for he was a real ignorant piece of shit? Hulk Hogan has passed away.
Hulkamania, listen, brother. I'm going to tell you something, brother. I am the champ. I'm the greatest wrestler ever, brother. Listen, brother. Hulkamania is going crazy.
Yeah, for years I have a lot of friends that were big wrestling fans. I was more boxing, but I knew Hulk Hogan, of course. I knew The Undertaker. I knew Junkyard Dog. You knew them. They were that big. I liked Hulk Hogan. I liked his character. He was fun. I liked him in Rocky 3. But it was just disappointing, when he just went off about black people, using the N-word left and right, left and right. Even though, first of all, wrestling is racist as f***. The Rock's dad went through that. White dudes saying the N-word is not uncommon. A lot of them amongst us say the N-words. Ones that are cool with us, supposedly, say the N-word. And when Hulk Hogan said that, for him to say that with all his black fans, it's like when Michael Richards snapped and was using the N-word. We liked Kramer. I love Kramer. Kramer was our guy. And he went off doing that N-word. We were like, yo, get the f*** out of here. One thing I hate is I hate racists, man. I hate them. And I always want them to go away. I always want them to go away. Get the f*** out of here. I don't wish anything on anybody. Death, I don't wish. But, how am I supposed to feel that a racist mother is gone? Is that process of elimination? It's like, hey, is that letting nature take care of shit?
And nobody that's black should be saying rest in peace to Hulk Hogan. I don't care how much of a wrestling fan you are. I'm a wrestling fan too. But he said what he said. Let's throw some on the grill.
Notorious racist Hulk Hogan has died, and we're seeing the internet react to his death. Some of those reactions include celebrities like Ric Flair, The Rock, Sylvester Stallone, and a lot of others, all whom are sharing how big of a heart he had and how wonderful of a guy he was. And I have a problem with this because he is on record saying that he didn't want his daughter messing around with N-words. Excuse me, I'm sorry, effing N-words. And my problem with all these people who are talking about how big of a heart he had and how good of a person he was, my question to them is, so if he felt that way about black people and you didn't condemn him, what does that say about you?
Guys, if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, comment, or even subscribe to the channel. Okay, so that was a reaction coming from the black community regarding Hulk Hogan's death. The first clip being comedian Godfrey, and then a few others. But nonetheless, the general message coming out of the black community is that we don't mess with Hulk Hogan, and we're going to shit on him now that he's dead. Now, I already said that I don't agree with this, but it is what it is. Nonetheless, I want to address something here with the black community. With regards to Hulk Hogan's racist rant, do you think most people would agree that doing blackface is right up there with what Hulk Hogan did? I think most would agree. Anyways, I'm going to name you 4 people that have done blackface in the past. Jimmy Kimmel, Jimmy Fallon, Justin Trudeau, and Howard Stern. Now, these people have all done blackface, and they've all made apology videos, but the weird thing is they never, faced any backlash. They faced a little bit of backlash, but I'm saying from the black community, the strong vocal majority. Now, I'm not saying the black community is a monolith. Obviously, there's a lot of different opinions and stuff like that, but you do notice within the black community, there's a strong vocal majority that controls, that sways the entire culture community. In the Hulk Hogan situation, it was agreed upon that, hey, we're not messing with Hulk Hogan here. But with regards to the blackface situation, none of these people really face any backlash from the black community. Actually, an interesting thing, out of all the people that did blackface in the past, they're all mostly libs, Democrats, which is pretty crazy. Anyways, so now I want to move on to something else here. As humans, can we all agree that being a murderer is way worse than being a racist? Like, actually ending someone's life is worse than saying some nasty words directed at somebody or a group. Yeah, I think we can all pretty much agree that. But why is it within the black community, they never can condemn murderers? Like, in fact, they actually glorify them. Case in point, let's say rappers like King Von, drill rappers like King Von, where he's alleged to have been involved in 7 murders, was murdered himself, or rapper C Murder. These guys are never condemned in their own community. They're actually glorified. Then, we can take a next step lower. Drug dealers. Guys who destroy their actual communities, destroy families, lives. They are never condemned. They're actually celebrated. Like in rap songs, you'll hear them being celebrated, glorified. Why is that in the black community? They'll go after every racist, like Hulk Hogan, which I have no problem with. Go after, what he said in the past. That's fine. You don't have to accept his apology, like I said. But I'm talking about the strong vocal majority in that black community. They'll never condemn their own, the murderers, drug dealers, the ones that, commit domestic violence. Never. You hardly ever hear anything. And that just shows you the level of cognitive dissonance coming from this community. Because, like I said, they'll condemn just everything that has to do with race. But within themselves, the strong vocal majority, they'll never condemn, bad actors within their own community. Like if we're talking about this within the Asian community, like let's say Koreans, which, are based on Confucian principles, they would, like Koreans themselves, they would call out, criminals, rapists, murderers. But you'll never see this in the black community coming from their leaders, like the Al Sharptons. They'll never condemn people like this. Anyways, those are my 2 cents on the topic. Guys, if you enjoyed this video, leave a like or subscribe to the channel. Show some support.